Now, park runs. Hugely popular part of Saturday morning for lots of people. But can you imagine doing a 5-kilometre run with hundreds of other people when you're almost completely blind?
Well, that is the reality for Kelly Barton, who this weekend completed her 250th park run and marked the occasion by doing it without any physical contact at all from a guide. Let's take a look.
Bending to the right slightly. Morning. Okay. Okay. Right. Around to the left. Keep going left. Straight on. Right. Downhill. Just take your time. Long left. Brilliant. To the right. Brilliant to the left. Well done, everyone. Down to the right.
We've become unofficial paces for right now.
Long left. Okay, brilliant. Long left to me. Okay, we've got a sharp right uphill coming up. I'll count you down. 3, 2, and 1.
Great running. Keep going, Kelly. Woo.
What a team. Kelly Barton and her husband and guide runner Mike Leatherbarrow join us now on the sofa. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in. Congratulations, Kelly.
Oh, thank you.
Because it's a twisty, turny course, that, isn't it, in Southport?
It's really, really twisty, yeah. It's a really challenging course, but it's my home park run, so if I was going to do it anywhere, it had to be there.
How was it?
It was amazing. It felt so strange to have my arms both free and untethered and just to feel like any other runner. But I was quite anxious beforehand. I was like, oh, can I do this? And I got halfway around the first lap and I really did think, I'm not sure I can do this. But I just thought, no, I've got to carry on. I've got 4 guides helping me, just keep going. And it was great. It was fantastic.
And what is it about running untethered that so appealed to you?
I think because I did 249 park runs tethered, and I thought I've got to try this, so do it for a milestone park run. And I just wanted to know what it felt like, because one arm is so still all the time, and I just thought I'm sure I can do it. And yeah, I just wanted to give it a go, really.
No stumbles, no trips?
No, I was worried about face planting down the hill, but it didn't happen.
Well, I mean, look at you, just running with such confidence there. Amazing. And the voice we could hear was Mike's voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
That connection between the two of you, Kelly, so important. How much trust is involved?
Absolutely.
I'm not talking about marriage generally.
Well, yeah. Absolutely loads. I mean, so Sam was on one side, Mike on the other, and then we had 2 girls behind. So I was kind of covered from all angles, really. But yeah, I massively put my trust, particularly in Mike and Sam, who were at either side of me to get me around safely.
What was that like, Mike?
Wow. First time for myself. Previously, we were always running tethered. Very limited on vocal instructions. This one was totally different. I was extending the trust into Sam and to the other 2 ladies who kindly volunteered to be a guide as well, and it was required non-stop commentary. I couldn't be selective, it had to be non-stop, describe, because we wanted to do it where Kelly went round the park without being contacted, physical interaction, and hence all the cues, ups, downs, left, rights and so forth. But I had to put my trust in other people as well, and it paid off in the end.
There's a lot of trust going on here. I guess also the trusting the other park runners as well, isn't it? To give you space and to respect what you're doing, yeah.
That's what I was, if anything, that's what I was worried about, because sometimes people do slice you up a bit at park run. But just any run. But, you know, the fact that I had 4 people around me just made the biggest difference, because I knew that they would make sure that nothing happened like that. And everyone was really, you know, it's such a supportive environment, and that's why we wanted to do it at Southport, because everyone knows us there, and you know, people were just really happy for us at the end, like they were really encouraging. So, yeah, it was great.
So, Mike, when it comes to being a guide and helping someone in this way, you would normally, if you were tethered, your cues would be much more minimal. You wouldn't quite say so much. How much would you?
Certainly not to the level that we did on Saturday when Kelly ran by herself. But it's all down to the individual relationship between the guide and the visually impaired runner. Some people may need a bit more longer commentary, a bit more description. Since we've ran so long together, Kelly and I, it's quite limited. It's like hill, left, right, because she gets feedback through the tether, physical connection.
We're just looking here, so these pictures of this is tethered, isn't it? This is before you did the run at the weekend.
That's right, yes.
And this is how you guys met?
Yes.
Yeah, we met through kind of park run. Yeah, and now we're kind of really on a mission to raise the profile of guide running and to get other visually impaired people running and
Absolutely.
more people guide running, because you know lots of people want to do it.
Yeah.
And what would you say to people who have a visual impairment who are keen to do it, maybe physically fit enough to do it, but it's just the scary prospect?
Yeah, I think sometimes in life you've just got to challenge yourself a little bit, haven't you? And it's good to be scared, because it makes you feel more proud when you've done it, you know. And I would encourage anyone to just give it a go. And you don't need to be fast. I was really slow when I started. I'd never ran. And people will guide you even at a walking pace and build you up to jogging and then running. So I think it's really important to remember you don't have to be fast at all.
That's interesting. So you weren't a runner for years?
Not at all. No, I honestly, my first parkrun was the first time I'd ever run in my life. Wow. I just haven't ran before, so I was much slower than I was now. I think it probably took me around 45 minutes to get around, whereas now I can do it a lot quicker. So it just goes to show that anyone, if I can do it, I was a complete non-runner, anyone can do it.
Well, looking at the pictures of you, you look very confident and very experienced. Had you practised doing it as a run untethered before the weekend?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah, because I think for me, I always get a bit anxious if I build up to something. I'd rather just go and do it.
I love that.
And you're going to do it again, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'd like to do it again. I don't think I can get 4 guides every week, but I definitely want to do it again at some point. I'd love to, yeah, absolutely.
And what about being a guide? For someone who thinks that's something I could do, what would you say to them? What do they need to do?
I'd go for it. There are courses you can go on, but I personally think from personal experience, it's not a requirement. It's common sense. It's approaching your local running club or park run. Say, I would like to guide. And equally, if you're visually impaired, contact those same organisations and just have a go and talk to the person. Just understand them, see what they need, what they require, and just take it from there. People are maybe scared by it, but don't be.
Kelly, how many marks do you give him out of 10 as a guide?
Oh, he's a 9. Nearly a 10.
What can he do to improve?
No, he's great. Really. He's really good.
It's lovely to meet you both. Thank you so much. It's a really inspiring story. Thank you so much.
Thank you.